Alright guys, welcome back to another Dokkan battle video. So today we're gonna be continuing our attempts to the burst mode. The Danza, excuse me. Yes sir. So we did the Goku Vegeta stage already. And I'm seeing this red zone one over here. And I didn't see it initially as the red zone, but oh boy, are we gonna have fun with this, to say the least. So, oh yes, I should say, so it is following that mission trend that I said earlier, where the stones that you normally get for single burst mode are split between the four burst modes that are available. So yeah, three dragon stones, excuse me, not red stones, dragon stones, excuse me. And so, but for this one here, it requires less points to actually achieve all of the rewards. So we require 7,500 as opposed to 9,000 from the last event. So in terms of what I've selected as like nodes, and for the Battle of Fate restriction, I went for the final trump card restriction, which I will explain in a bit over here, because we are going for the extreme type team over here. So one extreme type of each type may be added to the team. Of course, we selected the basic nullification nodes, thing. Enemies attack raised by 350%. It's a red zone, I know, which is dangerous, but we'll see how it goes. And then, of course, I've made the HP raised by 1250%. The HP gain, not really an issue because we do have some damage units on this team. Have the damage gate applied over there. And I have the support item restriction thing. So funny enough, actually, I just realized I'm not at 7,500 points. Did I uncheck something? I would have unchecked one of these ones over here, but let's apply. Where's the one over here? I guess we could do this one over here. The reduced damage received by 15%, because yeah, the enemies still have the same amount of defense, so just have this 50% damage reduction applied to them essentially. So yeah, with this, we'll be attempting it with the terrifying Cockroach team, with the twist of Goma, which we want as a friend lead as well. Please. No, I need Goma. So yes, Goma, who is the best unit in the game, without question right now. We're gonna try and run it with him, since this is a red zone. So fights will go out long enough for him to build up his stats and everything. So we'll try and run it like this with the red zone team. We did acquire one of every type, so you're going to see some very odd units over here. I did include this full power freeze over here, the physical one, which we'll see how it goes. If anything, I'm not sure how fruitful it is going to be, because we do require one of every extreme type. This Intels though is a very useful unit if you do have one of the 3 categories on the team, if anything, which we do have. We do have our other Super Baby 2. Why I keep saying Turles? I keep saying Turles for Super Baby and Super Baby for Turles. I don't understand. Yeah. And then, of course, the usual suspects, Full Power Freezer and then Grey Vegeta. We'll see if they can hold down the fort, if anything. I don't know how bad this is going to be. I don't know how good this is going to be. If it is so bad, we'll try and switch to the superhero variant of the team that I've planned out. So, as always, no support memories, no support items. Let's hop in. So yeah, we should be fine, to say the least, over here. Technically, you know, I'm actually dumb. I'm actually super dumb. So what I would have done, because everybody here is under Terrifying Conquerors and is under the thing, I would have ran Baby as my lead to get more stats. But oh well, I'm stupid like that. Yeah. So if we do fail, we'll go back in with the Baby as the lead. Right, we have some Goma over here. I am unsure of what this is gonna happen here. So, Locke's character switching, which he did nothing. Whose thing is sealed? Nobody's. Is the burst mode overriding? Yeah, is the burst mode overriding what the bosses do? Yeah, I know these RedZone bosses do things, if anything. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna complain if they wanna give us that edge. We'll just carry on as per usual, if anything. Next turn looks like a doozy though, Jesu. Luckily, this is an int boss, so we should have some pretty interesting stuff. Goma is invincible for the first 3 attacks that he will ever get hit by. He has to get hit by it. This one here we got hit by once. Oh yeah, this is gonna be quite long of a fight. Yep. We need the Gomas to cycle through. Oh, we dodged the super. Lovely. Vegeta, how are you gonna do here? You're not a slot monster, you have your premium damage reduction. But you should still be fairly applicable as a unit. How are we doing here? Oh, we're fine. Okay, we chilling. This Goma though, at least all the Gomas though, they don't need to do anything specific. They just need to exist to actually build up attack and defense. Wow, we failed like the first 80% chance to dodge for each one. Oh, why did we turn Grey Ape already? What the hell? I don't need this now. Yeah, I didn't really need this now, but it's fine, I guess. So the Grey Ape form of this Turles is actually like a very basic Grey Ape form. So he actually gains attack for every key sphere obtained, if anything. He has an innate chance to crit as well, and he does do some orb changing, which is pretty neat. Yeah. So you do want to get a bunch of orbs, key spheres with him. And I think it has to be specifically key spheres because we failed the one at the end, just so I can't count. But yeah, it has to be specifically key spheres and not rainbow key spheres, I think. I'm not sure if rainbow key spheres are allowed in his buff. Yeah, anything. But yeah, if you get enough, he'll be hitting around an average of like 20 million, 18 million. Yeah, so let's see how much these guys are hitting for right now. This does cancel out their super, because they did super. 3 million, just so. Okay. Oh lord. This could be a bit of a problem. Nah. Bit of an issue, to say the least. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do... Wow, no key. Yes, sir. Let's do this one. There we go. I'm gonna bother try doing the middle one then, if he's not gonna comply with orbs. So at least we will come out of this rotation of this giant form with no super attacks aimed at us because the super attack already occurred. So yeah, we shall see how it goes there. Oh, is this one of the phases where I cannot defeat, where I have to wait out for a bit longer? I forget. I remember there were a couple of red zones where like you can't, well, there was 2 of them where you can't defeat the first boss. You have to just chill it out. Now one of them was Metakura, and the other one was like this guy, I think. Was it this guy? No, I'm not sure. I think you still have to. I think you just have to defeat this guy straight up. Ah, there's the locking. Okay. I should have put the tiles over there, knowing that. Well, I didn't know who he would lock actually. So, to say the least. What are we gonna do? I guess that. Let's do this. And the tiles at the end. We don't have a yeah, the enemy we don't have, so he's not going to get that extra 20% damage reduction there. But we do have an Inhuman Deeds Kage ally person, which is this Frieza, I believe. I think he is Inhuman Deeds, I'm pretty sure. So we'll see how this goes. I need my I need my full power Frieza to actually build up his damage reduction right now. So at the end of this turn, he'll be at what is it? How much should be at? Why am I feeling a counter actually? Because he builds up to 70% damage reduction there. But why am I missing like a 10% somewhere? Yeah, he needs one more hit, essentially. Yeah, so at least this guy will hit numbers, but his defense is it's a very old Super EZA character, so I'm not sure how he's gonna deal. He will have guard this time, and then some damage reduction. Yeah, no, you are not hitting your numbers if you don't have the guy. If you're not fighting an enemy, you will do multiple supers though, which is gonna be really clutch. Okay, that'll be good. Right, now, this Goma will have his damage reduction, his permanent defense mechanic up, because for the last line in his passive, when the character's in the second attack at the start of the turn, he gets a permanent 333% defense there, which of course you have to leave him in slot 1 for a singular rotation, and then come back, and then he'll be in slot 2 and start off in slot 2. So that's his spiel. Very unfortunate with the key and the locking, I must say. But we'll have to make do with this. There we go. At least it gives baby some time to actually build up over here. This baby. We will have Goma coming on the other rotation as well. Wow, we didn't dodge at all. That bodes very well for us. This Goma still has 2 hits left for his invincibility. Nice, Goma. You saved all of your fucking stuff there. We will get supered eventually. It's a 3 million super, so I don't know how much we're gonna take. Unless this Vegeta wants to dodge. We did get the Goma raise in defense by 20% as well, which is pretty decent. Okay. What do we want to do here? No joke, that Frieza's not supering, so I can't leave him there, actually. I have to put him here. There's no chance of us doing that, just to build up his passive, at the very least. We'll do this with Goma, just so that he can get his max key, I guess. It would have been more beneficial for us to do his 12 key, so that the Frieza at the end can get a defense stack. Oh, sorry, defense buff, excuse me. But we're still fine with the type advantage that we have right now. We are going very slow, though. Because I actually underestimated how much HP this is gonna incur. Only at 13 million. That's very low for Goma. Yeah, because he didn't get his buff. That's the thing. Okay, invincibility has run out for this Goma. He's done. He received all 3 attacks. So now he has to rely purely on the defense that he's got. Cool. Okay, you Goma. You're gonna go now in slot 1. Your job now is to anchor down slot 1. That intels is probably really good, really juiced up this rotation. Or it's gonna be, rather. I should link level 10 him just for like these scenarios where I'm just gonna pull him out of the box when I want to use him. So how much does Goma's at? 53 million. Okay. Yeah, the damage is solely gonna rely on this Goma, which is gonna be a bit of an issue. Okay, so everybody got a 20% defense buff from Goma. And the super is nowhere to be found though from this enemy. Oh, are you supering him? He cannot take the super. That's a 3 million super. He'll have to dodge it. Yeah, he did his 3 supers. But I don't think that's going to protect him from the 3 million super that is going to incur. This is a 3 million super. How much are you taking here? Okay, all the defense buffs in the world actually helped over here. Yeah, who's super attack is sealed now? What's Frieza's thing? Everything. I guess we can go for damage now. Let's try and target damage. At least with everybody. I need this Frieza to actually do his ATK and start building up defense. That's what I need. And then Jiro over there at the end can just carry on with his life as normal. Please, Super Goma. So yeah, save us all the trouble and all the worry. We don't have to worry about everybody else on this rotation. We may gonna have to pop like giant forward Goma very soon actually to just get ourselves out of this rut. Yeah, because like the worst person on the team actually got the super. Which is kind of bad. Frieza's multiplicative buff is down. He needs to get hit once by normal to actually get it up again. He's a slot 2, so he'll have a chance of the second super happening instead of guaranteed in slot 1 after taking a hit. It is. Oh, you're supering Vegeta now. Is that what's gonna happen now? Oh, Vegeta's sealed. Okay. Well, I couldn't put him anywhere else. I don't want to put him in slot 1. Okay, this baby's gonna transform now, right? So we have a bit more firepower now on our side. Very unfortunate because this baby does a lot more damage to specific superclass enemies, if they do exist. Okay, oh, lovely. Seal that motherfucker in slot 1. Oh my god. And the super attack is there. Beautiful. So let me just read his kit again. So he has innate 50% damage reduction, this Frieza, if anything, right? The problem is that starting from the 5th turn, from the character's entry turn, which we're now in the 6th turn, he starts with 10% damage reduction every turn passed. That does include turns that he is not on. So right now he is at 40% damage reduction. As the first attack of the turn, he has 30% damage reduction. So right now he's at 70%. As the second or third attack of the turn, he gets 150% attack when attacking. And yeah, that's about it. If anything there. A lot of his buffs are on when attacking there, which is the problem with him. We're going to chance it with the Frieza. I don't know how this is going to go, but we shall see. Goma's defense is going to be really high enough for us to actually just start healing off from. Yeah, we'll just see. And baby, I'll just give him the orbs there at the end. Do whatever. Oh no, we dead. If he's taking normal damage, we dead. The 7% damage reduction is not going to be enough. Oh wait, no, be good. I was probably quits immediately just because I thought from the damage that Intel's took that he was going to get murked. But the damage reduction of this full power is actually saving us quite a bit. This Goron's not going to hit his numbers though now because he didn't actually receive an attack yet. 25 minutes, even without that receiving attack, he still is hitting higher than some of the other units on this team. Ooh, you know what? I just remember now. That Intel's, if he gets locked in slot 1, we are definitely dead. He requires to super first for all of his shit. You should be well off. That is fine. Yeah, you Goma are fine even if you can't super. The problem is that everybody else needs to super. How can I align these orbs? Because these orbs are really tough. Hey. I guess we'll do this, and then we'll do this, and then we'll do this. I guess that's what we'll do. So technically, actually, I could have put full power Frieza the first slot, but I want to get like the Super Zen for him. Just so we can start the ball rolling. Or get the ball rolling. Because we're lacking in damage side department now. Cool. There's 3 supers from Frieza over here. How much HP we at? 600. So if Turles got super, then he should be able to survive again. That's 4 supers from Frieza. Lovely. Oh, can you survive, Frieza? I actually didn't think about that. Oh, just only. Okay. No, that's not gonna be tenable then. Anything. Because who the fuck do we do there? Anything. Yeah, no, that ain't gonna work, fam. Anything. Okay, we'll be right back. Alright guys, we are back. So I've adjusted the team now accordingly. So I did now put Super Baby 1 as my lead, because of course he's the better lead in this scenario, and everybody on here is on Battle Fate already, so that's pretty good. And then his 250% can now apply to a lot of people. So I've swapped out, of course, that Intel's why I keep saying Tells? Jesu. It's Super Baby 2 for Future Zamasu, who is going to be an interesting fella to use over here. Now, of course, his intro will not apply over here because there is no other Potara person on this team. So the Rainbow Orb changing will not be here. And he won't get an additional key per keys we obtain. But I would consider him a better unit than the Cyberman unit Tells for this team specifically. At least that's what I think. Yeah, right? Because if you look at that in Tells over here, we are missing a lot from just this evading, right? When there is no actual superclass enemy for us to fight that's going to be on one of those teams, we are missing quite a bit of like the additional super and the dash reduction and dodge chance everything. Yeah. So he's really good, but not for a villain RedZone. Yeah. So yeah, let's hop on with this team. Let's see how we do. Same kind of most operator. Now we have 800k health. Much better for the census thing. Still worried though. Still very much worried. But we should be able to do much more damage now with this team, which is grand. So we'll do this. We'll give you those key, and we'll give you 3 over there at the end to get your defense. Main thing. Ooh, lovely, nice. The fact we dodged. I love how we dodged the super and then we failed to dodge the normal. But hey, I'd rather have it like that. I don't have a chance to super right now on turn 1. With Goma, it doesn't really matter though, because if he did dodge the super and he does the normal, like he still would have got applied the 90% dash reduction for that attack that he would have received. Oh, okay, now he's just adding insult to injury. So we have 1 hit left of invincibility. The shape. Okay. Right. Full power Frieza, unfortunately, over here. This is a damage unit. Yeah, we are doing damage. Not as much as we hope to be. At least the rotations are lined up. The gods have listened to us at least once over here. Do this. We are not getting 1 key anymore from Rainbow Key Spheres, but we do need you to super attack. So yeah. Yeah, so it does hurt that we're not getting that extra 1 key. But it's fine. The master will still at least super attack multiple times for us. Frieza will have to hold down the fort with 1 of the slots. Waiting. Like, we can't... Like, it's too dangerous to take him out of that slot, unfortunately. Which, fine enough, looking at this team actually makes more sense, since now we don't have to juggle two Domas for slot 1. Yeah, we find there, because Frieza has guard for the first turn, which is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. At least it gives it time to breathe. Anything. Yeah, Zamasu very low there. But he's still, yeah, he's one of those users that had that old damage reduction passive where every time that he super attack, he got damage reduction for the turn. At the very least, he can build up ki. Boss. Now Goma receives he has received his buff right now. We're gonna put who are we gonna put? What are we gonna do actually over here? I'm just thinking about this. We'll put Goma slot 1 just to get the damage out. What do you think? Vegeta can just sit there in the middle. He'll have to be fine there. He'll have to be. Because his baby's forced to float off. Okay, that's the invincibility gone with this Goma. Oh, he's sealed. It didn't matter. I should have put Vegeta in slot 1 then. I need to pay attention. This Omega fight is really annoying because he seals and he locks this one. Yeah, so this Omega does hit for 3 million, so this Vegeta I don't think will be able to take it. Now put the buff from Goma not being applied. You'll have to dodge everything. It'll take a while for you to get to Upper Bai. You'll be able to take a super. Thank you. Whew. That should go there. Right, okay, at the very least it didn't lock this flipping rotation. That means Frieza can actually get a stack on defense. Wow. Go figure. I wanted to save some key spheres. Let's do this. Let's just get rid of all these physical ones. But yeah, line up as much as we can. Okay. Frieza at the very least over there will hold down the slot 1 for us as much as he can. Once we give him a couple of turns, then he should be good at slot 1. He should be very good at slot 1 for us. Yeah, unfortunately, if we're fighting a super type, this will be a better situation for him, but unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. I think now, after this turn, the super babies will be able to transform. Cool. Nice, the 3 supers from this Frieza actually helps him quite a bit, because he actually does multi-turn defense stack, actually. Does help him quite a bit. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Do this. We'll actually do a ton with Zamasu over here, actually. Or at least a really high number, I'll say that. Let's do this. Yeah. Goma, let's see how much you at right now. 64 million. Ah yes, he does have big bad bosses up with Zamasu over there at the center. I believe that Zamasu does have big bad bosses up, so this actually works way better as a team. Cool. Nice. Mind you as well, which I keep forgetting with the Zamasu as well, he does have a nullification in his kit. For unarmed, I think it is. Which it doesn't work with this guy because he's an other type super, this Omega Shenron. I think it's the case. Ooh, Vegeta. Vegeta, my boy. Woo! Right, okay, there we go. Now it's time for the Super Babies to come out. Right, so now what we do, we have all the Super Babies on this rotation. We need to float off one. And this is the second one. As long as full power freeze is not locked, and we can put him back into slot 1, then it's fine. I want to keep him there and keep one baby just on the second rotation, on like the second slot, rather. Okay, so it doesn't really matter over here. Ooh. You know where the super is? Frieza's Sting is not here anymore, mind you. He's passive, so technically he will be better off chancing it with one of these babies. So my one is 55%. He has 4% dodge. What about the friend? Please tell me you put dodge in your kit. Huh? You 68%. What the fuck are you doing with your kit, sir? Nah, anything. You filled none of like the notes at the end? Are you kidding me? I'm actually shocked. I'm actually genuinely shocked. What the fuck, man? These people, please, like, I can't state this enough as an argument, right? If you have, I'm just gonna pause this here. If you have a unit that can be filled with a hit protect system, please fill it with a hit protect system. Otherwise, what are you doing something for that unit? What are you actually doing? Like, who are you? Oh my god. It's like infuriating me, man. It pains me so much. Please dodge. Hey, beautiful. Right. I mean, it's not this Frieza will get his buff up again. Now. Funny enough, he's only at, without the buff, he's at 16. Very funny. Alright, his buff is applied. But for the next turn, this turn's gonna shit numbers. Oh no, he's close to mine. My 55% is higher than this guy's quote unquote 68%. Yes, sir. Okay. Much better scenario with this team. Oh yeah, Zamasu's active skill. What the fuck? What does his active skill do? Stuns the enemy for one turn. Oh, it's a guaranteed stun, but the guy's immune to stunning. Yeah, it doesn't really help us in the senses here, Zamasu, but thank you for the suggestion. Doesn't really help us over here. We will get all those key spheres though. I will gladly take those. And then we'll take those physical ones there at the end. Thank you. We should be fine here, right? With Goma? He's had enough turns to build up. Yeah, he has. Goma is him. Oh, attack on load. Ah, well, yeah, we'd have been way higher actually. 75 million. Feeling our defense over here. We will actually finish this turn. Okay, 28 million for the Zamasu. Almost hitting 30 million. Lovely. That's a big bad bosses link up actually. He'll give us another super as well. That should be nice. Nice. And this Frieza will give us 3 supers as well, if you'd be so inclined. Right, we passed the Omega for the Sun phase. We are now into... Ooh? Sun. Okay. We will save the grave transformation, of course. I do want to put Frieza there. Does it actually matter now? He has guard now because of the type advantage. How much is defense at? No, I don't know about that. Let's keep him at slot 1 just out of safety, so he gets his full damage reduction. Just out of the safetyness of it. There. I'm gonna drop these key spheres over here so that Vegeta gets his key spheres there at the end. I'm more worried about that Vegeta at the end though. That's the problem. Because he can't take a super now with anything. He has to dodge. Depending on what the fuck we're doing here. Oh yeah, I forgot the Sid can actually dodge as well. He has what is it, 10% or 30% dodge. Please super one of the two first two. Yeah, get my worries out of the way. I don't need you to come here with your shit set. Oh. Okay, so super baby year 2, please. There's his dodge. Oh, please. Oh, Vegeta, my boy. My boy Vegeta. There's no other tech guy I can bring. This is it. At least for this team. Okay, he did multiple supers, so that doesn't really help us. He's not going to take a super though. He'll take a normal. Yeah, that was a butt clenching moment, I will tell you for sure. You do not understand the amount of clenching that occurred in that one moment. Just so. Okay, let's do that for Goma. We'll float off Zamasu over now. Yeah, we'll float him off right now. We'd rather do that right now, yeah. Yeah, we are 100% safe this turn. Well, if baby doesn't dodge. Yeah, you wanna try that? Not against the best unit in the game. Oh, you stunned him! Wait, no? No, you haven't stunned him. We will actually do this Dokkan attack. Yes, sir. Is Goma's attack still lowered? Because I didn't see the Sin lowering his attack in any capacity. Let's see. How much damage this is. Nice damage. Nice burst of damage. Oh, that's so exciting. It's so exciting to see like your 55% do an additional super. Like from just like 5 hit potential system additional. Which is technically a 10%, what is it? 10% chance to do an additional? I don't know what's the percent chance to do a super on the additional from the hit potential system, right? Because I know the chance that the hit potential node is just to do an additional attack. But does that also translate to the potential super attack that you could do with the additional? I don't know. I wonder if it's a reduced chance, like half of it, maybe? And is Zamasu still holding? He's still building up something. What is he building up? Because I can see the key effect apply. Yes, we'll keep it. I mean, there's no point. There's no reason not to do this. Get Frieza to like full as much key as possible. Do this. Now the worry is that physical Frieza at the end over there. Oh lord. 98k defense. Because everything is on his super. Aries will fuck him up. Just so. Yeah, he needs to get his super. But God. That one does have bigger bosses if I remember correctly, right? Yeah, okay, yeah. This Frieza now cannot be touched. At least right now with the guard. That is with guard, mind you. He has type advantage. If he had hit for type neutral, I don't know. At least it gives him more time to stack up his defense and stack up attack. Yeah, this is a long haul battle is what this is. We're almost halfway. Because then after this is Omega? Right? It should be Omega after this. I keep forgetting. It's the Omega that does AoE shit. I don't know. I keep forgetting which one it is. This is an old RedZone, so I don't actually fucking know. Probably gonna have to spam Grade Ape transformations once we hit there. That's the only thing we can do. Okay. Let's see. Let's see this full power Frieza. Come on. No. Yep. No, that's not happening with that Frieza. My God. Yeah, no, that Frieza is just too old. Oh my God. Yeah, no, this one here is challenging actually there. That. Oh, I have to fill it with the points in some way. But there is nothing to fill off, right? We just got to 7,500, right? We're doing pretty much optimal stuff, they think. I guess I can make the bosses more defensive, but man, that attack raise that the bosses have is a bit of an issue. But okay, we'll be right back when I actually do it.
気を見せてやる。全力で行くぞ。
波増幅装置です。今です。ベビー様、ブルーツ波増幅装置です。今です。
き全てを歩みそう神の世の到来を祝う宴の始まりだ絶対の雷
本気を見せてやる全力でいくぞ
All right. Well, that took a while. That took way longer than I expected it to, if anything. But yeah, no, I'm definitely underestimating how much that health increases by when you use the health node, the like the burst node, basically there. But yeah, no, definitely you can do it with this. I'll scroll slowly again for like the points that I've actually selected over here. I did show it at the beginning, but I'll show it here again. Of course, yeah, running the Tells team. Yes, you could do it with ultimate safety. Of course, your catch-22s over here are your physical full power Frieza, Super Easy, and your Vegeta Grey Ape, who can sell you very hard, depending on the scenario. But yeah, with the readjusted points, so that the attack power of these units, the enemies, is not super massive that those units will get caught. You can do it definitely with this team. It just takes a bit of while. And yeah, no, if you don't have Goma, you can, again, there's 2 AGLs on this team. Again, you just require one of each extreme type on this team. So you can probably just find another Battle of Fate, the extreme type unit to put on this team. You can put the Intels over here. You could definitely do it with Intels on this team in the substitute of Goma. And then you just have to rely on a longer fight with that. Because Goma was hitting about 165 million. And even he was not... He is the one who was taking most of the health bars. Faithing himself. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, I shall catch y'all next time. Peace.